today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
He enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't he?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here is Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Young. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Penix. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 18 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from...
And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. That one good for 37 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Young going to move them around. They go play action here on 1st down. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Penix on 3rd down. He's got his man London right side. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw with Penix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Penix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
To the air, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, everybody in the stadium thinking that the field goal would break our tie. It did all right, just not in the manner that we expected.
And every team we know works really hard on protection when they're trying to kick the ball. Imagine film session next week when they find out who broke down on that play.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Throwing on second down, Penix. That's to the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Penix to throw on second down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Penix to the air once more. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Penix once more. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Ku able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Young now from the 50. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 50 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Spencer Rattler, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes, as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. From the shotgun, it's Penix. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Young. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call. 2nd
and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Young to throw it. Steps away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Young now. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Two yards to go, 2nd down. He's going to try and take off with it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7. A give to Robinson on the option. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, Tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Drake London from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what the...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Young to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. From the red zone now, Young on the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Panthers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pennick's going to look to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. This will be caught at about the 5. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.